you want to create a meaningful space in your yard for little to no cost? Get ideas from this video and see how I transformed an overgrown area into a natural and peaceful haven using repurposed, thrifted, and free items that were found in nature. Hello, I'm Joanne. I'm standing in front of an area of my yard that I have ignored for 5 years. It is overgrown and neglected. I'm gonna turn it into something cozy that feels like a retreat. Let's get started. I want this area to feel like it's an escape. I knew I wanted to keep everything as natural as possible, and I wanted to try to reuse anything that I could, but present it in a better way. You know that expression, the gloves are coming off? Well, it's too insanely hot today. The gloves are coming off and the hair is going back. I gotta get this job done. Even though the weather was in the mid-90s, I knew the effort would be worth it. Years ago, I made these rustic stepping stones out of leftover concrete, and I'll see if I can repurpose them. Look at this birch bark that I found. It's totally hollowed out. I want to introduce you to my baby boy. I love him so much. He's like a big lug. I got off the loose flaking paint with a wire brush. I've got it all brushed off and I wiped off all the debris. You take rubbing alcohol and you put it on a clean rag and then you wipe it down. I'll be able to clean off all of the remaining dust and get it ready to paint, but the value of the rubbing alcohol is it dries within 2 minutes. If I were to hose this off, which would be another option, I'd have to wait until tomorrow till it dried, but this will be perfect. I'll be able to do it and I'll be able to get this paint job done. I'm going for kind of a fisherman's, kind of a painterly, cottagey sort of a look. It'll fit in well. We live on the river. We're next to the woods. I like that look. I actually really like this type of a look, but I want to neaten it up a little bit. That's the whole point of this makeover. This is a technique that you're going to be able to use over and over again. So I'm going to take a little bit of my turquoise. I'm going to put it on there. This is going to be my primary color, the turquoise. Then I'm going to take a little bit of blue, still in kind of the same color family, both blues. I'm going to kind of blend it together. Then I'm going to take a little bit of yellow, just a tad, because I want to showcase that teal kind of a feeling. So I'm going to just kind of blend that in there. And then, because I think it's always a really good idea to give it a little something else to give it more interest, I'm going to take this russet color and just a little bit here and there, I'm going to blend that in as well. So when you get a little streak like I just did there, if you don't want it, you just blend it out. So I'm going to continue on with this, but this is an amazing technique that you will love forevermore. You can transform just about anything with this technique. This technique is incredible for hiding flaws. If you ever want to bring a whole decorating look together, highlight the other elements in the area with similar colors, just like I'm doing here. This garage sale lantern was only $2. And this table, it's also from a garage sale for $4. See how I'm accenting the same color from the bench on top of the black base coat? Now all these pieces are unified by color accents, which will give the space a quaint ambiance. This quirky wire candle holder was only $1 at a garage sale, and I'll be using it for a dual purpose that you'll see coming up soon. This was only $1.50 from a garage sale. I made these stools from scrap 2x4s, and the painted ukulele is from a thrift store for $2. It's a nod to my husband, who is a professional ukulele player. This vertical artistic candle holder is from a church thrift store for $2. This $1.50 garage sale wire vase was spray painted and now harmonizes with nature and with the new setting. Remember that birch bark? It's the perfect vase for dried flowers. And the homemade pavers now lead the way to a hideaway picnic area. The picnic table still needs some work, but it's clean and ready to use. It's a great place to showcase my summer blooms. I can't wait to eat my lunch in the secret hideaway. Oh, about those homemade stools. They have 3 purposes. First, they're for using this nature-inspired gaming table with a homemade tic-tac-toe game, also inspired by nature. Second, they also make great footstools. And number 3, they make great seating for friends, including my feathered ones. But wait, there's more. I keep this mosquito netting hidden in a waterproof bag waiting for any time I need it. I highly recommend these to you for your own yard. I'll put a link in the description where you can find these, but please check out your Five Below store, which is where I got most of mine. They will turn your yard into a retreat that you can use anytime. And that quirky candle holder, I also use it as a prop for the netting. My friends, I hope this video inspired you to create meaningful places in your own yard. Challenge yourself to repurpose items and use things found in nature. Remember, this will be your space, and it'll be a great expression of you. Please let me know in the comments what thrift store makeovers, paint techniques, or gardening videos you'd like me to do in the future. I hope you'll subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day.